What up, you guys? It's your boy Ola here with Ola TV. And in just a moment, WWE Friday Night SmackDown is going to be live in just a moment. I'm going to be talking about that, giving you all the updates. Hopefully, tonight we're going to get a little bit of the updates on the Bloodline and Roman Reigns. So, we're going to definitely see how that's all going to develop. We didn't see much updates or actions on Raw this week. So, it's going to be very interesting to see how everything's going to develop here. So, yeah, Friday Night SmackDown supposed to be starting in about 30 seconds or so. Right now, they're giving a commercial break, so just waiting for that to begin. But it is going to be an interesting evening, to say the least, for SmackDown here tonight. There's a lot of action expected tonight as far as the matches are concerned. But more importantly, we should be seeing some updates regarding Jay Uso, Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, Roman Reigns, The Wise Man, and who knows? Maybe we'll figure all this out right here tonight. So stay tuned. So I'm just waiting for it to start here. Surprisingly, I started a little bit early. Usually, you guys know that whenever I start the live streams, in most cases, I tend to do the live streams where I show up late. But this is the first time I can honestly say that I'm actually early. Started the live stream a couple minutes ago and actually got prepped up really fast. Had a decent day at work today. So, was able to get everything in order and get ready for this live stream here tonight. All right, so right now they gave the intro to SmackDown, and let's see how they're going to start this one off. Will it be a promo or will it be an actual match? And it looks like they're starting it off with a promo from last week, Saturday, for the Elimination Chamber when Sami Zayn showed up and the fans were going crazy for him in Montreal, Quebec. If you may or may not know, he is the hometown hero. Unfortunately, though, even though the fans were super hyped, even though Sami Zayn had his girl front row, and even though he gave it all that he could, Roman Reigns still, of course, came out victorious, came out number one, and was able to defeat Sami Zayn. Now, the question is, will Sami Zayn show up here tonight on SmackDown? Because he was on Raw, and so was Kevin Owens. So it's going to be interesting to see, will he show up on two shows tonight? Now they're showing the recap of Elimination Chamber, where Jimmy Uso had given the super kick and also the Samoan splash off the top, and Jay Uso comes into the ring and interferes, and Roman Reigns receives the chair from him. Then he shoves Jay Uso two times across the face. Sami Zayn accidentally gives the spear to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn accidentally gives the spear to Jay Uso, and that's how Roman Reigns was able to overcome the odds, and he was able to also land his own spear on Sami Zayn. So a very interesting way, and I still think there's a lot of unanswered questions because again, Jay Uso interfering definitely raised the stakes for the bloodline. And also, if you didn't catch the pay-per-view, Kevin Owens showed up at the end of the pay-per-view. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens exchanged some words this week on Raw, and Sami Zayn was like, "Yo, I appreciate you coming out there, but it's kind of like why you didn't come out sooner." And KO was kind of like, "I didn't do this for you. I did it for me. I did it for my family, and I also did it for your family." He goes, "But you know what? When I needed you at the Royal Rumble, you weren't there for me. So guess what? I'm not going to be here for you." And Sami Zayn asked for Kevin Owens to um to join forces with him so that they can take down the bloodline, specifically more so to take down Roman Reigns so that he could be dethroned of the title. Unfortunately, Sami Zayn left disappointed because guess what? Kevin Owens on Raw told him, "You are on your own." And that is the promo that they're showing right now. The Raw recap of when Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens had a conversation this week on Raw. And I guess Kevin Owens is doing his own thing. He's doing his own thing, and rightfully so. I mean, again, Sami Zayn wasn't there for him at the Royal Rumble, so can't expect Kevin Owens to be there for Sami. It did get the crowd excited initially, but unfortunately, it was to no avail for Sami Zayn. So, Sami, you are on your own on this one, unless Jay Uso continues to turn his back on the bloodline. Then maybe Jay Uso and Sami will possibly join forces. But man, oh man, they're showing the recap of when Kevin Owens got obliterated, and they're showing the recap of no Sami Zayn around to help him. Kevin Owens even stated on Raw, he goes, "You know what? You want to try to take down the bloodline? Why don't you ask your buddy Jay, as in Jay Uso?" So a lot of development leading into SmackDown here tonight. Still a lot of unanswered questions. Now we got Kayla Braxton backstage waiting for Jimmy Uso. Jimmy just walked into the building, and let's see what he has to say. Right now, Kayla Braxton is interviewing Jimmy Uso, and Jimmy says that he's called, he's texted, he's left voicemails, he's gotten no responses. He's gotten no responses from Jay Uso yet. And he says that if Jay if Jay's got something to tell him, he says Jay could just, tell him to his face. So let's see if tonight, if Jay Uso shows up to confront his brother Jimmy Uso, and see how this is gonna possibly impact the tag team titles, impact the tag team themselves as far as the brotherhood, and also impact if Jay Uso is even gonna continue staying in the bloodline. So a very interesting start to SmackDown, and then now we have a match on the way here. We've got Braun Strowman, Ricochet, and Madcap Moss all coming out to the ring together. Now, we know that Ricochet and Braun Strowman in the past have started to become, a really good tag team, but Madcap Moss coming out with them, a bit of a surprise. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be a six-man tag based on the ring announcer. So, yeah, looks like Madcap Moss joining forces for one night only with Ricochet and Braun Strowman. I'll tell you what, the combination of Ricochet and Braun Strowman, I think it's a really good solid tag team. And I'll be honest, those guys, man, I wish, in some ways, I kind of wish they would have won the titles versus the Usos on SmackDown several weeks ago. But then again, the Usos are still like my favorite tag team. So it's kind of tough to pick one. But I'll tell you what, tonight on three tag team action, of course, no titles on the line. Imperium is coming out to the ring. So this is going to be an interesting big time blockbuster 3-on-3 to start this SmackDown here tonight. This this trio here, the 3-on-3, was not even originally scheduled. So this must have been something they added last minute. And I'll tell you what, it's a good addition to the SmackDown content tonight. You've got Ludwig Kaiser, you've got Giovanni Vinci, and you've got, of course, the Intercontinental Champion in Gunther going 3-on-3 tag team competition against Braun Strowman, Ricochet, and Madcap Moss. Imperium is on their way to the ring right now. We've got the other three guys inside of the ring. Man, this is going to be high impact, high action tonight. Can't wait to see it. I'll tell you what, man, SmackDown gets better and better every week. I'll tell you the truth. SmackDown continues to get better. They continue to impress with these kind of matches. Man, I think SmackDown can start to compete a little bit more with the Raw content, because sometimes Raw has been a little bit extended, and sometimes there's been more promos and action. Usually Raw is the better content though, but last couple of weeks, I don't know, SmackDown's been picking their A game up. Speaking of which, everybody here in tip top phenomenal shape. You've got Madcap Moss in tip top shape. You got Ricochet always tip top shape. Braun Strowman looking even more and more fit every day, and the entire Imperium tag team all in great shape as well. Everybody here in their own regard is a physical specimen. And starting this matchup, we've got Madcap going one-on-one in the center of the ring with Giovanni Vinci. Everybody else is at the apron side. 3-on-3 tag team competition. And so far, Madcap Moss losing his cool because Giovanni Vinci getting a slight advantage to start the match. He's got him on a headlock now. Madcap throws Giovanni to the ropes. He tries to pick Giovanni up. Giovanni reverses. Now Madcap reverses. Giovanni reverses. And these guys are running ropes to ropes and botching a little bit, but Madcap Moss finally takes down Giovanni Vinci. I think they were supposed to run opposite rope to rope in a perpendicular direction. They kind of botched it a little bit, but nonetheless, Madcap takes the advantage with a nice shoulder hit takedown. Oh, man, and Ricochet getting tagged in and leaps over the third rope in a weird way, though. He kind of like leaps with his like shins on the third rope, and then kind of like flips forward. Ricochet completely creative in this match just to start things off, and now we got Ricochet going up against Giovanni in the center of the ring. Giovanni right now has got Ricochet in a one-arm submission, but Ricochet with all the nice flips and twirl-to-whirls finds a way out. Ooh, man, takes down Giovanni, and then right after he takes down Giovanni, he goes and does a nice little forward somersault flip and lands and goes for the pin, but it's a quick kick out after one. Now Ricochet chanting over to try to get the tag to Braun Strowman, but Giovanni sees him, grabs him by the leg, and stops him. Oh, man, and what a massive clothesline from hell performed by Giovanni Vinci to take Ricochet down. Oh, man. Ricochet, man, the impact, the whiplash effect, bro. This guy hit Ricochet like Ricochet was sleeping with his mama. My goodness. Now we got Ludwig Kaiser coming into the ring. Now he's got a little onslaught going on against Ricochet. A couple of punches across the dome. We've got some fans now chanting here. Fans chanting for Ricochet. Oh, man, Ricochet gets slammed face first into the second ropes by Ludwig Kaiser. Kaiser out here, man, just absolutely decimating him right now. And Ricochet right now has become the sacrificial sheep for this match thus far. But now Ricochet, a couple of punches across the face of Ludwig Kaiser looking. He tried to take momentary advantage, but Ludwig turned him off with a kick to the abdomen. Ricochet flipping over the back of Kaiser. Oh, a nice flip again. Avoids a hit from Kaiser, but then Kaiser catches him nasty across the throat. No pun intended. Oh, and Ludwig Kaiser with an unintentional shot, or I should say, I think it was actually intentional, catches Braun Strowman in the face with a chop. Now Ricochet getting double teamed, triple teamed out here. My goodness, getting obliterated by not only Gunther on the outside, but also by Giovanni Vinci. And we got Ludwig Kaiser distracting the referee while his tag team partners are just completely decimating Ricochet right now. Ricochet, man, he got lifted up into the air and got slammed back first onto the apron area to the edge part of the ring. Man, his spinal cord looking like it caught the worst impact on the way down. Woo! My goodness. SmackDown, man, starting with the high action tonight. I'm loving it. SmackDown. That's what I love to see. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. SmackDown, I think it's gonna be a solid one tonight. It's been good so far to start this first opener here. And I love that they started with a small promo, not an overly extended promo. And they started with a 3-on-3 tag team match. And they started with 6 guys that you love to see on TV. So definitely appreciate that SmackDown taking their content, taking their wrestlers and taking their action to the next level. I tell you what, SmackDown sometimes is like it feels like it's the new like Raw, no pun intended, but it feels like it's the new Monday Night Raw, I should say. Like the impact, the actions, everything about it just seems different. It just seems a lot more special, and it seems like they have a lot more talent, or at least raising the bar for the talent that they have. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, SmackDown. Big fan. I'm a big fan. There's some days that sometimes I enjoy the SmackDown uh, even more than Raw, to be honest. And it's a good way to lead up into the pay-per-views, especially when some of the pay-per-views happen to be on Saturday. Right now, at the moment, we are on a current commercial break, just waiting for it to come back from the break so that we can go ahead and continue, giving the updates on the 3-on-3 match. But again, if you're just tuning in, that is the first match, started about 10 minutes ago. Braun Strowman teaming up with Ricochet, of course, and Madcap Moss, a surprise tag up with him. And then you've got the entire Imperium team of Giovanni Vinci, Ludwig Kaiser, and Gunther. Gunther hasn't officially gotten in the ring yet, but he has done a lot of outside action that has impacted Ricochet in a real bad way. So Imperium right now is the one mostly leading the way on the match. And we also have Braun Strowman got chopped across the face by Ludwig Kaiser earlier in the match. I mean, you could hear that chop from here to Alaska. That's how loud that chop was. And Braun Strowman wasn't even in the ring. He was just watching by the apron, waiting for a tag. You know what I'm saying? So he's ready to go. They just need to tag him in. All right. So we're still currently on commercial break, but it looks like should be coming back. Right now they're showing I don't know if you guys ever seen the UFC slap, but they're showing highlights of that. Yo, that UFC slap competition is crazy, bro. They be slapping these dudes across the face, knocking them down on their back, just knocking the common sense out of them. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me see. Man, we're still on commercial break. Yo, get back to the action, bro. It's a 3-on-3 tag team match. We ain't trying to miss it. You know what I'm saying? Man, SmackDown started off strong with a good match, but now it's like a whole lot of commercials, man. I'm trying to watch this match. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Still waiting on this. Yo, they giving every commercial in the book you could think of right now. They just gave a Jeep commercial. Now they're giving a family commercial. Bro, they're giving every commercial you could think of. Guys, I apologize. Still on commercial break. Sheesh. Actually, WWE should be apologizing. All right, finally we're back in action. Ludwig Kaiser, Ricochet still going toe to toe. Couple of punches and slaps being exchanged in the center of the ring. Ooh, and Ricochet leaping knee to the face of Kaiser, but then Kaiser turns him off. Oh, man, Kaiser with a kick to the abdomen, a punch to the face, a nasty clothesline, and then goes for the pin, but a kick out after two. And Ricochet still not able to get out of this match. Now, Ludwig Kaiser over here goes for a tag, but prior to going for the tag, he was limping a little bit on his knee. I got a feeling that the moves that he just performed to Ricochet might have impacted his knee or maybe his shin or calf area because he was kind of dragging his right leg, I believe. And now he's standing on the apron. Gunther now in the match going against Ricochet. A massive chop across the chest that takes Ricochet down. But we also have some outside distractions in Drew McIntyre, who is not part of this match at all, but is leading his way to the ring, trying to distract Gunther, aka Gunther. Gunther catches a Itziguri move by Ricochet, but that was not enough to take him down. And then Giovanni gets tagged in, stomps right on top of Ricochet's hand. Ricochet still not out of this match. My goodness. And Ricochet caught another nasty clothesline, courtesy of Giovanni. I mean, this guy is getting pummeled by clothesline, another clothesline. And Drew McIntyre watching through the entranceway near the fans. You got to believe that Drew McIntyre is possibly going to interfere in this match. Oh, man, another clothesline. Oh, but Ricochet flipped out of the clothesline, tagged Braun Strowman in. Braun taking down Ludwig, taking down Giovanni. Now he runs into Ludwig again. Now he runs into Giovanni. Oh, man, Kaiser catching another move. Uh-oh, Kaiser about to catch it again from Braun Strowman. Oh, my goodness. A nasty chop from Braun Strowman taking Kaiser down emphatically. Giovanni coming back again. He gets choked over the third rope. And now we got Braun Strowman rips his shirt off, but he does not realize that Gunther got tagged in. And now he does. And he catches a chop. And Gunther's chop did not even phase him. Ooh, but Gunther got phased by Braun's chop. Gunther goes for the knee, though, to try to take down Braun Strowman because the chops were just not enough. And now he's choking out Braun Strowman. Oh, man, Gunther gets tossed over like a rag doll. Braun Strowman showing his absolute strength. Oh, Madcap Moss gets tagged in. Madcap now attacking the abs of Gunther. Now he's doing a bunch of punches across the top of the chrome. The top of the chrome, the top of the dome. Then he runs corner to corner into the abs of Gunther. Takes out one of the Imperium members that were trying to get back in the ring. Goes after Gunther for a close-up. But then Gunther takes him down with not only a German suplex, but then right after with a massive clothesline from hell. Yo, these guys are doing clotheslines JBL style. Madcap Moss catches a powerbomb by Gunther. And can you believe it? The match is over. Wow. No interference by Drew McIntyre. No recovery by Ricochet. And no recovery by Braun Strowman. Imperium wins the match in emphatic fashion. And Imperium wins the match fair and square. No cheating involved. Imperium actually won this match without cheating. That's crazy. Drew McIntyre is still outside of the ring watching. Have no idea why he still hasn't yet made his way to the ring. I thought he was going to try to cost Imperium the match. Oh, and then he gets attacked from behind. No pun intended. He got attacked by the guys that he's had a rivalry with in the past. The 2-on-1 courtesy of Viking Raiders. Ivar and Eric assaulting Drew. Oh, and Sheamus shows up. Now Sheamus out here attacking both Ivar and Eric, shoves Eric across the apron. Oh, and then Sheamus gets blasted with a clothesline by Ivar. Now we got Eric and Ivar attacking Sheamus 2-on-1. Braun Strowman with the Strowman Express taking out Ivar. There we got Ricochet in the ring, running rope to rope, leaps over with a nice little twisting somersault. Or not even a somersault, a twisting corkscrew flip over the third rope that takes out the Viking Raiders. Man, and now the Viking Raiders catch a simultaneous bro kick and Claymore kick. Sheesh. And now we got Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus all in the ring celebrating. Drew McIntyre takes his shirt off and throws it to one of the fans, trying to show off the physique to the ladies and giving a fan a courtesy shirt for the free. I'll tell you what though, I'm surprised that that girl, I don't know her name, but she's kind of like the manager of Viking Raiders. They were supposed to lead this week into seeing if Drew McIntyre and Sheamus were gonna get drafted into the Viking Raiders because they're supposed to be like mentally possessed, but I guess they threw that out the window because they didn't continue any storyline regarding that tonight so far. Well, we got Rey Mysterio here tonight getting interviewed backstage by Kayla Braxton. Oh, is this Escobar? Escobar, I think, interrupting Rey Mysterio backstage as he was just getting interviewed by Kayla Braxton. Santos Escobar coming in with a fresh suit tonight. White suit, purple tie, purple handkerchief, black shirt. Fresh to death. Rey Mysterio and Escobar were both telling each other how much they respect each other. And now we get an interruption from Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley talking smack to both Escobar and Rey Mysterio. I guess Dominic did not lie. He showed up tonight. He said it Monday that he was going to show up to SmackDown tonight. There's been a lot of crossing back and forth between wrestlers. Dominic's still trying to sell this whole he been to jail and had to deal with strenuous things in jail. He says that when he was in jail, anybody who spoke trash to him got dealt with. And now Escobar wanted to put his hands on Dominic, but then Rhea Ripley stands in front of Dominic to prevent Dominic from getting attacked by Escobar. And now Rey Mysterio getting truly emotional about the situation. And Escobar tells him, yo, don't get emotional. Don't worry about the situation. He's like, don't let that bother you. But he says, yo, that's my son. I don't understand how I can't get emotional about it. I tell you what, this Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio storyline, for me, man, I think it's a little bit over. It's been dragged through the water, through the mud. And I'll be honest, I don't think that they should even carry on with this anymore. The whole Dominic versus his dad stuff, it's getting old real fast. And like, to be quite honest, they don't even have matches against each other, for one. And for two, not only do they not really have matches against each other, but they also don't really carry the storyline much. Like you have, Dominic kind of like helping the Judgment Day do their thing, especially with Rhea Ripley being his distraction. Rey Mysterio hasn't wrestled much since the Rumble. He was not even at the Rumble when he was supposed to be at number 17. But they carried the storyline more into, saying that Dominic was the reason that Rey didn't show up. So, yeah, I don't know. I honestly think Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio, they're trying to drag it on so much. They're potentially going to make that, a match at WrestleMania. I just think they just need to call it a quits. I would just move on. But we have had some, some cross show action going on where you have, you got Dominic going on both shows with Rhea Ripley, not really being exclusive to just one show. So very interesting to see that he actually kept his word to show up to talk smack to his dad. And then hopefully maybe we'll see a little bit of cross show action again with Sami Zayn maybe later on tonight. Hopefully showing up, but we don't know that yet. Also hoping that Jay Uso shows up later on tonight because again, Jimmy Uso earlier was being interviewed by Caleb Braxton at the start of the show, and he did say that he tried to reach out to his brother, got no response. So he's hoping his brother will basically show up tonight, talk to him face to face, and let him know, what's up. Are we together? Are we not together? Are we tag team champs? Are we not? Are we part of the bloodline? Are we not? He wants answers, obviously, as the rest of us do. I'm sure Roman Reigns wants the same answers. However, they haven't yet shown Roman here tonight, and they haven't shown the wise man yet here tonight. So we'll see if they show up and how this develops for the character. But I'll be quite honest. I like that the storyline for the bloodline still moving on, but I think we do need kind of like a conclusion to the situation. Probably won't get it till WrestleMania, but we definitely need to figure out where is Jay Uso's head, and what direction is he seeing himself. Does he maybe want to continue being tag team champs with his brother, but not necessarily be part of the bloodline? Maybe that's what he's thinking. Or maybe he just wants to get rid of everybody. Maybe goes do his own thing. Maybe even start some singles matches. Who knows? But yeah, got a lot to figure out here tonight on SmackDown. I feel like the more we figure out with the bloodline, it's like the less we figure out and the more questions that become unanswered to some degree. Also, later on tonight, Rey Mysterio is here because he does have a one-on-one match against Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross and him will be facing off later on tonight. Um, the match isn't for anything special, just a standard one-on-one. Nothing for like a qualifier for championships or anything like that. Right now, we're back from commercial break. It was a brief intermission for the commercials. SmackDown is back. So let's see what's coming up next. Let's see if it's going to be an actual match or if it's going to be another promo. Hopefully, it's going to be a match because I want to see some of the matches. They got a good lineup set up for tonight. Oh, and we actually have behind the scenes Solo Sokoa, Jimmy Uso, and Paul Heyman. So let me see what they have to say, and I'll give you guys the update on this one. Jimmy Uso says that ever since Montreal, Quebec, everything feels different. He says the whole Sami Zayn thing kind of made it different, especially when Jay Uso pretty much interfered to save Sammy. Ooh, and the wise man giving some opportunity here. So Paul Heyman says, me and Solo Sikoa are gonna stay backstage. Why don't you go to the ring and call out your brother Jay Uso and have a conversation with him one on one, and then we'll see how everything develops from there. And Jimmy looks at Paul Heyman and says, "You know what? Yeah, let's see how that goes." Now I'll tell you this: Paul Heyman is backstage giving this advice to Jimmy Uso, right? While Solo Sokoa is sitting next to them in the same room. But you know who isn't in the room? Roman Reigns. But you know what's wrapped around Paul Heyman's arms? Both of the championship titles. The WWE Universal Undisputed Championship is with Paul Heyman, even though there is no Roman Reigns so far in attendance. That tells me that Roman Reigns is going to be here tonight. And that tells me that he's going to be attacking Jey Uso later on tonight as a surprise attack. I think that's what's going to happen. There's going to be some serious character development coming in tonight between the bloodline. We're going to wait and see. Right now at ringside, though, we've got LA Knight. Let's see what LA Knight has to say. I don't think he has any match scheduled, but he is in ring attire, so maybe he's got something coming up. Yeah, right. LA Knight says, "Tis the season. Tis the season." The only time people say that is when it's Christmas, and we are nowhere near Christmas. LA Knight says he didn't come here for WrestleMania moments. He came here to win titles and to make money. Yeah, right. LA Knight says you can't have an LA WrestleMania because again, WrestleMania is gonna be in Los Angeles. So he said you cannot have an LA WrestleMania without LA Knight. So he says without LA Knight, there is no LA. There is he says without LA Knight, basically there is no LA moment. So oh, we got an interruption here from the New Day. Man, I was hoping it was gonna be Big E. We got Xavier Woods coming out, with the trombone. And then we got Kofi Kingston coming out side by side with him. Kofi Kingston talking smack right now, saying, "You only been on the roster for 2.5 months, bro." He's like, "What are you even saying about having a WrestleMania, LA moment?" LA Knight says, "I don't recall inviting the Nerd Day out here." He says, "If you guys weren't so focused on playing video games, you would realize you're looking at a perpetual machine." Talking about himself. Yeah, right. Now Xavier Woods says, first off, being nerds has made us a heck of a lot of money. And now he says, yo, you shouldn't be talking considering you got this fake leather vest on right now. And now he says, yo, opportunities aren't given, they're earned. And he says, hence Kofi Kingston. And he talks about the past, about having some of the best WrestleMania moments of all time. LA Knight says he is a creator of circumstance, not a creature of circumstance. Oh, nice. Says, hey, Kofi, how did that Kofi Mania thing work out for you anyway? Oh, both guys are jumping in the ring now. Have a closer conversation. Kofi says, well, he won the WWE Championship on the grandest stage of them all. Oh, Kofi wants to have a one-on-one match here right now with LA Knight in Indiana. LA Knight got a smart look on his face. Is he gonna accept? And now the fans start with the new day rocks, new day rocks. And LA Knight looking at the fans like, bro, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing chanting these idiots? Oh, now we got Xavier Woods calling out Adam Pierce to make this an official match here tonight, one-on-one with Kofi against LA Knight. Let's see if Adam Pierce shows up here tonight, and let's see if he actually puts these guys to go one-on-one competition. Another unexpected match. Well, we got a referee running to the ring. Oh man, looks like we are gonna have a one-on-one match here tonight. Well, there you go. But of course, In typical WWE fashion and in typical SmackDown fashion, they announce a good match and they immediately go into commercial break. Sheesh. Bro, they got this commercial with Carl Winslow for Progressive. Talking about TV dad. What is going on with these commercials, man? But Carl Winslow, throwback to the show Family Matters. He's one of the goats for the TV dads, that's for sure. All right, so it's on a commercial break. Let me take a moment. Did we drop any comments? No comments so far. Man, I can't wait for WrestleMania to be quite honest. It's a lot of good matches coming up. I honestly wish that Big E was coming out. That would have been a nice surprise. I thought what was gonna happen was is that the New Day coming out talking all this smack. They were gonna, reintroduce Big E, to their back into their group, and Big E was potentially gonna be the one going up maybe against LA Knight either tonight or possibly, setting something up to build into WrestleMania coming up in a couple weeks away. But they ended up going a different direction. So looks like it's gonna be Kofi versus LA Knight tonight. But man, I'm still wondering where Big E is at. When was the last time Big E was even in action? Big E has been gone for like a hot minute. Let me see. When did Big E break his neck? Let me see when did he? I feel like it's been more than a year. Let me see. Let's see. Big E broke his neck during SmackDown. It looks like it was actually almost a year from now, almost exactly a year from now. Uh, well, March 12th. So about 2 weeks will make a year that Big E suffered the broken neck. Man, the way he broke his neck though, that was insane though. That was insane. Man, that it was like an overhead. I think it was like an overhead belly to belly suplex. I don't even I don't even remember who it was. Let's see. Was it Madcap? No, I don't think it was Madcap. Yo, the way he got flung was crazy. I don't even know who this guy was that broke his neck, to be honest. Looked like it was nobody. Let me see. It was well, it was Kofi Kingston and Biggie were tag team against Sheamus and Rich Holland. Yeah, Rich Holland, I don't even know if is he still even in WWE? I have no idea. But Big E was like phenomenal, man. I used to love watching him wrestle. Hopefully he comes back. It's been almost a year. All right, so the match is officially started. Let me see what we got. We got Kofi going rope to rope, ducking a couple of potential clotheslines by LA Knight, and then LA Knight catches a Hurricane Rana courtesy of Kofi. Now Kofi with a couple of leg shots, kicks to the oblique areas. Now we got a couple of punches as well. Then throws Kofi to the ropes. LA Knight then takes him down with a nice shoulder hit. LA Knight running rope to rope. Kofi leaping over LA Knight two different times. And then on the third one does a flying elbow midair. Caught LA Knight in the face. He goes for the pin, but it's just a kick out. It's a kick out after two. And Kofi, man, Kofi and LA Knight. I'll be honest, this was also a match that wasn't originally scheduled, but I'm happy to see it. LA Knight throws Kofi to the corner. Kofi kicks LA in the abs. And then Kofi leaps off the top rope for high risk and lands on the back of LA Knight, but LA kicks out. He did a Kofi did like a nice little kind of like a Samoan frog splash, even though he's not Samoan. Did a nice little Samoan frog splash, not frog splash, excuse me, a Samoan drop off of the ropes and landed it nicely. Now LA Knight gets tripped up, lands face first onto the ground. And now we got Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods outside of the ring, dancing, mocking, and just creating a joke outside the ring. And the LA Knight goes to try to interrupt the fun, gets a kick to the face. Now Kofi going high risk again, going to the third rope. This time he lands a frog splash on LA Knight, quick pin, and LA Knight kicks out after two. But nice frog splash. Kofi, man, taking a lot of high risk on this one. And so far, the high risks are paying high dividends in this match. He hasn't won just yet, but it has been paying some high dividends. Now we got LA Knight in a one arm submission move, and now he's getting wrapped up. Kofi's got him on the ground. LA Knight and Kofi both in tip top shape. Everybody on SmackDown so far looking like they've been hitting the gym for 10 years. Kofi Kingston leaps into the air and lands his legs on top of LA Knight's arm. Now LA Knight trying to gather himself, because now that same arm that's being attacked by Kofi over and over again is now being wrapped behind LA, and LA is looking like he's in a little bit of pain, but he's trying to get out of it. And he elbows Kofi and breaks the hold up. Oh man, LA Knight throws Kofi to the other side of the ropes, and then as Kofi was running back towards him, caught a massive elbow across the face. I'll tell you what, man, LA Knight be having some hard-hitting elbow shots. Now LA Knight talking to the fans. LA Knight, baby. I'll tell you what, the fans actually showed some support and love for LA Knight when he first came out to the ring. So even though he might be a heel, he's got some fans on his side. Oh man, LA Knight goes for a kind of almost like a Papa Shango shoulder breaker. I don't know if the knee actually caught him or not when he had Kofi up in the air and took him down to the ground, but it was like a old school Papa Shango uh, shoulder breaker type of move that lands the knee around the trap area of Kofi and slammed him onto the ground. Oh man, Kofi was in the corner, and LA Knight went for a leaping neck breaker, and Kofi ends up blocking it because LA Knight misses the neck breaker and lands on his own back. And Kofi now attacking LA Knight on the corner. Now he leaps to the other corner, attacking LA Knight. So far, Kofi has had the most of the advantage in this match. Oh man. And then LA Knight taking him down with the whiplash effect. And now Kofi leaping outside of the ring. Xavier Woods going to check on his homie. And LA Knight now trying to turn the match around. He's had a couple of offensive moves, but he has not yet gained the full momentum or the full rhythm. So Kofi's led most of the way, but now things are definitely starting to change. Maybe LA Knight is going to finally pull one off here. It'll be very interesting to see if he actually gets a victory over Kofi Kingston, considering he's only been in WWE for about 2.5 months. Woo! And I tell you what, out of those 2.5 months, he hasn't had a lot of matches. He's had a lot of promo, but not a whole lot of match. All right, well, it looks like we're back onto another commercial break. Let me go ahead and actually take a moment to go ahead and see if I get some water or something. I'll be right back in about 30 seconds while it's a commercial break. All right, you guys, I'm back. We're just taking a quick break so that I can go ahead and get some water here. All right, we're back. Still on commercial break, but I'll tell you what, on the commercial, they were showing this it looked like an egg wrap, and I don't know if it had like steak and peppers in it or something, but oof, it looks it looks so good. Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did groceries a couple days ago, so kind of trying to prevent eating outside food for a long time. But man, that was a nice, very, very nice, very, very nice. It looked like a burrito, but it was actually like an egg wrap with some steak and peppers. Sheesh. Looking real good. Bro, they got all kind of shows coming out now. This one's called Farmer. Farmer Wants a Wife. Bro, I don't know what's going on. They're making a TV show out of anything these days. You feel me? Anything. All right, we're back finally from commercial break again. If you're just tuning in, it is LA Knight versus Kofi. LA Knight looks like he was dominating during the commercial break, which is a surprise because Kofi was dominating most of the match to begin. I'll tell you what, LA Knight versus Kofi Kingston would be a nice match if they had it as like a ladder match for WrestleMania, and even for like a title. For like, if let's say if LA Knight had a title, or which is too early for him to have a title, obviously, but if let's say Kofi had a title and LA Knight was going up against in a ladder, that would be a dope match. Kofi gets thrown over the top rope, courtesy of LA Knight. Xavier Woods again over here checking on his homie. A couple of seconds ago, Xavier Woods was playing the trombone here. LA Knight coming out here. Oh, and LA Knight shoving Xavier. LA Knight telling Xavier Woods, go ahead, hit me in the face so your boy could get disqualified. And Xavier Woods wants to lay his hands on LA Knight, but he also doesn't want Kofi to lose the match. But to be quite honest, if I was Xavier Woods, I would have just done it. There's no title on the line, and this also ain't for no qualifier, and it's also not for a WrestleMania spot. So, you know, I would have just whacked him over the head with the instrument. Ooh, man, and Kofi, he gets caught up in LA Knight doing like a little springboard slingshot where Kofi ends up getting choked out on the bottom rope. Not much room to go anywhere on that one. Kofi now trying to catch himself and get himself back on his feet, but LA Knight continuing the assault and now continuing to choke Kofi on the second rope. Xavier Woods playing cheerleader on the outside of the ring, trying to get his homie back into, gaining his composure. And LA Knight continues the assault, now landing a big boot across the face. Kofi right now losing the edge, losing the momentum in this match. Oh man, a flying shoulder tackle performed by LA Knight that takes Kofi to the ground, goes for a pin. It's a kick out after two. And LA Knight looking a bit frustrated, starting to look like he is losing his mind at the fact that Kofi right now just still kicking out no matter what LA Knight has done to him. Ooh, Kofi throws LA Knight into the air, and on the way down, LA catches a knee to the face. Now Kofi trying to get back on his feet, trying to regain the positive momentum. LA Knight getting back to his feet as well. Both guys meet in the center. LA goes for a clothesline, misses, and Kofi takes down LA Knight. Takes him down again. Hits him with a nice little drop kick that lands on the jaw of LA. Oh man. Kofi leaps into the air. LA caught him. Oh, but then he gets reversed. He gets rolled up into a pin. LA Knight kicks out after two. Wow. Kofi leaps high into the air and catches this guy, punching him in the face. And now Kofi runs to the ropes and does his little New Day Rocks, and then lands the two legs, Hulk Hogan style, on top of the face of LA Knight. Kofi now got the fans on his side, and he's chanting for the New Day Rocks, clapping it up. Fans are into it. Oh, man. Going for a nice spinning kick. Missed it. Man, LA Knight lifts Kofi into the air and plants him nasty into the center of the ring, man, but still a kick out. And now Xavier Woods outside hitting the instrument with the burn. Man, Kofi got thrown high into the air and slammed tough to the ground. Oh man, LA Knight knocks Xavier Woods lights out on the outside of the ring. Oh, but Kofi out of nowhere flying. All you see is a body flying in the air that lands on top of LA Knight. Sheesh. Kofi now going high risk. Oh man, but he gets punched in the face by LA Knight. Man, this has been a pretty good match. I'll tell you, it was not originally scheduled, but I will say this: good choice for this one on SmackDown. Oh man, and LA Knight goes running towards Kofi. Kofi gets out of the ropes. LA lands on top of the third rope. He gets distracted by the trombone by Xavier Woods on the outside of the ring. He doesn't get hit. He gets distracted by the trombone noises, and then he gets attacked by Kofi. Kofi lands the move. Oh man, and Kofi gets the win. 1, 2, 3. Kofi getting some single competition with a big victory over LA Knight. LA Knight was not able to withstand all the distractions going on with the trombone on the outside. That created a distraction. Kofi took advantage. LA Knight lands on his jewels on the third rope, catches Kofi's finisher, and then the 1, 2, 3. And it was more than enough to get the job done. New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks. They got the New Day Rocks going on. You know what I'm saying? Rock on. New Day Rocks, my friends. New Day Rocks. Now they're showing the recap, progressive match flow recap of the Royal Rumble from last month. Rhea Ripley lasting over 1 hour. Sheesh. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair is going to be real interesting at WrestleMania. I still kind of wish she would have went one-on-one with Bianca. That would have been dope. Or Raquel versus Bianca would have been dope. But instead they did Asuka versus Bianca for Mania and Rhea Ripley for Charlotte. They're showing that promo of Rhea. Now they're showing the promo of Charlotte. All the smoke that Charlotte was talking a couple weeks ago on SmackDown too. Oh, while this is going on, let me take a moment here. I got to share I got to share my link with the Facebook group. Let's see. I get a new chat session. I might do a Discord actually, if I'm being honest. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, should I do a Facebook group or should I do a Discord? I don't know. I've never done a Discord before. I'm thinking of doing a Discord so the people that view in for SmackDown Raw and for the pay-per-views for WWE, we could all chat it up. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to chat it up with anybody who's showing support. That's for sure. Now they're showing promo for the upcoming Raw. You're gonna have the tag team titles on the line. That's gonna be crazy. Damage Control versus Lita versus Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch and Lita are on the same team, and then Omos will get a response if Brock Lesnar wants to face him one-on-one for WrestleMania. That was the offer that was presented by MVP. So that's gonna be interesting to see. Pretty sure Brock Lesnar is going to say yes, considering that I think him and the whole Bobby Lashley thing is pretty much done, at least for now. So I think Brock Lesnar will go up against Omos at Mania. He'll more than likely destroy him. And we'll get Bobby Lashley going up against Bray Wyatt because even though Bobby Lashley won by disqualification at Elimination Chamber, Bobby Lashley is still the winner, and he was told by uh not told, but Bray Wyatt presented the opportunity to go up against the winner at WrestleMania. Bobby Lashley won by technicality, by a disqualification, because Brock Lesnar kicked Bobby Lashley in the jewels area during the hurt lock. And so, with that being said, I think they're going to set up Bobby Lashley versus Bray Wyatt, and they're already hinting Brock Lesnar versus Omos. So I'm thinking the Brock and Bobby stuff is either temporarily on hold or we're pretty much done with it. And to be honest, I'll be happy to be done with it. Yeah, they're two big, strong guys, and they fight really well in the ring. But I think it's time to spread the love and make for a new competition. So Bray Wyatt versus Bobby Lashley, you'll love to see it. I know I would love to see it. And yeah, Brock versus Omos, even though Omos, in my opinion, sucks, I think is not a bad deal. So we'll see how that all plays out. But WrestleMania so far, not too shabby as far as the matches that are coming up. Not too shabby at all. And there's a lot of opportunity coming up. A lot of opportunity coming up. All right, are we back on commercial break? Yes, we are. Woo! Yep, we still on commercial break. But got some good stuff coming up. Still haven't seen Jimmy pull up yet. At least not in the ring. We seen him pull up backstage. He had a conversation with Paul Heyman, and earlier was interviewed by Caleb Braxton. I'm very intrigued. I want to see how this second hour of SmackDown is gonna develop. So far, SmackDown's been good. You had Uso talking to Caleb Braxton. You had the 3-on-3 match. You had the which was Imperium versus Braun Strowman, Ricochet, and Madcap Moss. You had the build-up of Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and Paul Heyman backstage. You had the one-on-one LA Knight versus Kofi Kingston. Kofi getting the victory. Pretty good SmackDown so far. Let me see what we got coming up next. It looks like it should be a match. Oh, it's Charlotte Flair coming out. She coming out for competition or coming out to talk more smack? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, right. Charlotte Flair has a new theme song, and in the theme song it says, "All bow down, all hail, Charlotte Flair." She definitely got a theme song. Charlotte Flair coming out with the title, but she's also coming out very well prepped up. Like she's got her hair done. She's coming out in a cute little outfit. Doesn't look like she's coming out for competition. So I'm assuming she's gonna be coming out here tonight to talk smack. SmackDown tonight is sponsored by Progressive. Not that Progressive is sponsoring me, but that's who's sponsoring SmackDown tonight. Woo! Pretty sure because Rhea Ripley's here tonight with Dominic. And earlier Dominic had a little segue with his dad. Now we're gonna have Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair having a conversation tonight. Pretty sure Rhea Ripley is gonna maybe talk a lot of smack, maybe a cheap shot. And Dominic is supposed to be accompanying her when she comes out to talk to Charlotte. And I'm not gonna lie to you, typically, I'm not a big fan of Charlotte as far as like how she. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of her, but tonight she's looking a little bit extra, a little extra spicy tonight. Ooh, Charlotte starting it off by saying, I know Rhea Ripley loves to talk on Raw, but I can't wait to have a one-on-one conversation here tonight. Let's see what she has to say on SmackDown. Now we know she's there. We know she's there. Charlotte Flair is saying, it's okay to be scared. If you don't want to come out here tonight, if you don't want to talk to me, it's all good. Oh, sorry. Looks like Dominic's on his way out. And the fans absolutely booing Dominic. Woo! It's gonna let you. He was like, yo, I'm not gonna let you talk about my mommy that way, aka Rhea Ripley. And now Charlotte says, why don't you stop being a little nino and go get your mommy and tell her to come out here and face me like a real woman face to face. Ooh, Charlotte says Rhea Ripley hiding behind her boy toy. Dominic says, you sound jealous, almost bitter. Because you know I'm the hottest thing in WWE right now. Yo, this is a nice little segue. He says, you're just jealous because you and no other female has ever entered number one and won it all. Oh, look at Dominic flirting a little bit. He says, you should smile more often, Charlotte. You're a beautiful woman. Oh, now Dominic says, the woman is the softer sex. He's like, you're delicate, but he says, mommy, she's real strong. Whoa, he says when Rhea Ripley hugs him, she almost breaks his back. Whoa, pause. We don't need all that info. Whoa, now Charlotte says, I have a real Latino man at home that calls me mommy. Sheesh. Ooh, she says with a much thicker accent. We know she ain't talking about the Latin accent. She's talking about a thicker, you know what. So her Latino, she's saying is thicker than him. Oh man. Charlotte Flair loves her Latinos. She got her own poppy at home. Well, now he's saying we both know what it's like to be compared to our fathers. And he says, and we need to surpass them, even though the fans may not like to see it. Because you're first generation. No, actually, excuse me, she's not first generation. I think she's what, second generation, third generation? I don't know. But he's trying to basically compare his history and his dad's legacy versus Charlotte Flair's history and Charlotte Flair's legacy. Oh man, not Dominic again with the Rey Mysterio was a deadbeat and didn't even show up. He says that messed him up and he don't know what it's like. What are you talking about, man? Your dad's always been there. Whether your dad is Rey Mysterio or Eddie Guerrero. This guy talking a lot of junk right now. Oh, now he says when Rhea Ripley beats you at WrestleMania, you're gonna know what your dad said, which is that you're not good enough. Did Ric Flair ever say that about Charlotte? That she's not good enough? Oh, Charlotte says, unlike you, I love my dad. And he's 73. Oh, he's 74 tomorrow. Shout out to Ric Flair. Woo! Happy birthday to Ric Flair. She says that he can still go. He can still go. Now the fans are like, woo! Charlotte says if Rick was here right now, he would kick your butt. But since he's not here, she throws the mic on the floor and about to put her hands on Dominic herself. Oh, but now the theme music hits. We got Rhea Ripley, aka Mommy, coming to the ring, coming to the rescue. Oh man, business is picking up here. A lot of shots fired in this conversation. I'll tell you that. First, he tells her that she's jealous and that she wants him, and she says, "Nope." She got her own Latino at home. And then we start comparing fathers, and then after that, he says her father is gonna be disappointed in her basically when she loses because she's not gonna be good as Rhea Ripley. Now we got Rhea talking smack to Charlotte. Now we got Dominic pulling her back. And we got Charlotte Flair opening her arms, waiting for Rhea Ripley. What was the point of that? She came all the way out to the ring to be told by Dominic to not fight or to even at least have a conversation. Oh, Rhea Ripley's back in the center of the ring, upset and talking smack to Charlotte Flair because Charlotte's got the title raised in the air. I thought we were going to see a little bit more action between Charlotte and Rhea and maybe a little bit more conversation, but I guess Dominic did all the conversation for Rhea Ripley. Now, I'll tell you this, Dominic usually sucks on the microphone, but he was definitely better tonight on the microphone. So he's getting his mic skills crafted a little better. What he said tonight was a little bit more spicier, more offensive, more attack mode on Charlotte Flair specifically. So I kind of like it. I honestly think that Dominic's role, it's I mean, obviously it's taking a while to take that course, but Dominic's mic bashing skills has gotten a little bit better. Talked a lot of heat against Charlotte Flair. So WrestleMania, Rhea Ripley better definitely show up. WrestleMania says right now tickets just released. How are tickets just being released? There's no way. They had a pre-sale and many people have bought WrestleMania tickets. So I have no idea how they're talking about WrestleMania tickets are now on sale, bro. They've been on sale for months. Oh no. Natalia, I think, got injured at the Elimination Chamber. If I'm not mistaken, when I was watching the pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken, I did mention that I thought either Natalia or one of the other women had gotten injured in the chamber match. But she's here tonight. She's being accompanied to the ring by Tegan. Is it Tegan Fox or Tegan Knox? I've never seen this chick, but she's being accompanied by Tegan to the ring. Looks like she's cleared to compete tonight. You see Tegan. Now they're showing a backstage when Natalia was having a conversation with Adam Pierce. Oh, Tegan Knox. Oh, we actually have seen Tegan Knox before. It's just been a while. Man, I forgot who she reminds me of, but her face, Tegan Knox. Man, she looks like this other celebrity. She looks so familiar. I can't remember who she reminds me of. But yeah, nonetheless, we got Natalia. I don't know who she's facing tonight, but she is accompanied to ring by Tegan Knox. Tegan Knox is at the outside clapping it up for Natalia. Oh, Natalia's going up against she's going up against Shayna Baszler. And Ronda Rousey, I'm pretty sure, is going to come at ringside, considering the fact that Tegan is accompanying Natty at ringside. So that's going to be an interesting match. They've been trying to build this tag team up between Ronda and Shayna Baszler. Whoo, those girls have been, they decided out of nowhere to take Ronda and make her a heel and tag her up with Shayna Baszler. So they've been together for a couple weeks now. Couple weeks. By the way, there's a promotion right now of all the WWE shop stuff. Something on there reminded me of Alexa Bliss. For those of you that don't know, Alexa Bliss, right? On one of the pay-per-views that just passed, she had a moment where, like, after her match, the lights turned off, and there was like these flashes on the Titantron. After they flashed, showed some evil stuff going on, and then it was like showing the I guess the corruption of the mindset that's gonna be taken over, and Alexa Bliss is supposed to be turning from face to heel. I was reading something online. I think it was yesterday. They were saying that the Alexa Bliss thing, they're not sure yet what they're going to do with it, but that apparently she is going to be out of action for like a week or so. And maybe I guess it's gonna make a comeback. I don't know if it's gonna make a comeback at WrestleMania. Maybe it'll make a comeback the week before WrestleMania, and then lead into the pay per view. Have no idea yet, but essentially Alexa Bliss may not show up for the next couple weeks, up until the WrestleMania pay per view. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Are they gonna redevelop and revamp the character back to like the evil Alexa Bliss, or is she just gonna be out for a while? Due to I don't know if she's temporarily out for the buildup of the character, or if she had also been someone who got injured recently, and they're gonna use that as the buildup for when she comes back as the evil Alexa Bliss. So a very, very interesting take on that. We'll see how that all works out because Alexa Bliss, I thought they were gonna, potentially continue having her in like tag team matches and stuff like that because she was having a lot of tag team matches. So I thought maybe they were gonna put her and someone else to compete for the titles. But as time kind of progressed, they started putting her back into, singles matches. So yeah, I don't have an idea what direction. Then I thought maybe at some point they were gonna bring her and Bray Wyatt back together because Bray Wyatt's back. They also have Bray Wyatt doing the Firefly House thing. Oh, actually, that's tonight. Bray Wyatt's supposed to be doing the whole Firefly House thing again tonight. Maybe just maybe, Alexa Bliss will be part of that if Bray Wyatt shows um like an evil side. So that'll be interesting to see. That'll be very interesting. Who knows? Maybe we might might actually get that answer tonight to see if they're gonna turn her fully heel again. I'm actually right now on commercial break still. Oh, okay. Tegan Knox was originally from NXT. That's why she looked familiar. I was like, where did I see her before? I thought maybe she just resembled another celebrity. I think it was when I used to watch NXT. That's where I remember her from. I didn't remember her initially because she don't look like the same person right now. She's kind of like in these dragged out clothes when she came to see when she came to a company, I should say, Natty for her match tonight. She didn't look like herself. All right, looks like we're showing a little clip. Sami Zayn behind the scenes for the Elimination Chamber vlog shows he met up with some fans. He hit a couple of hockey pucks on the ice rink, took some photos. Oh, he also seen some fans in the street. Oh, he also had his girl and his kid at uh at ringside before the pay-per-view started. And now we got the Ronda Rousey theme music coming on, which is weird because I think it was Shayna Baszler that's I mean, I know Ronda Rousey is expected to accompany her, but you know what I noticed that for Shayna Baszler, they've been using Ronda Rousey's music even when Ronda Rousey's not the one competing. And yeah, looks like both women actually are coming out, but Shayna Baszler is the one going one-on-one competition versus Natalia. Not not I don't see any pop. I was gonna say there's not any pop from the fans. So I'm guessing the fans are using this opportunity for this match to maybe go on like a quick, you know, lunch break, dinner break, whatever you want to call it, a quick snack break. Maybe they're gonna be bored in this match because these girls got no pop from the fans. Well, we start the match, the bell has rung. Natty trying to attack Shayna Baszler, trying to pull her by her hair right now. Shayna trying to get outside the ring. Oh, she gets her head bashed into the third rope turnbuckle, and Natty starting off quickly with the offense. Now a elbow across the face also, and Natalia still kind of swinging her arm around a little bit. That left arm looking a little bit hurt as Shayna Baszler takes down Natty with the left arm, slamming it across the mat. I wonder what they're trying to do with Shayna Baszler too, to be honest, because she hasn't been doing much lately. Oh my gosh, Shayna Baszler is like twisting Natty's left arm, the arm that was hurting previously about a week ago. Got it twisted in the most weirdest like position right now. Natty takes Shayna Baszler down with a nice little snapmare. Then she catches a kick though in the abdomen by Shayna. Now Natty's holding on to her own arm again. Shayna Baszler now is fixing her boots up, or what is she doing? You got Tegan Knox at ringside. Woo! Talia rolls Shayna Baszler up, but Baszler kicks out after two. Then a nice Russian leg sweep by Natty, and then a kick to the face. Natty is taking it to Shayna Baszler now. Oh, but then Shayna kicks Natty in the leg, stopping her for a moment. Oh, but then Natty with a German suplex on Shayna Baszler. I'll tell you what, even though Natalia is not getting a pop from the fans, and she's out here performing. She has a nice little spinning clothesline that took Shayna down, went for a pin and kick out after two. Oh man, Natty just kicked Shayna in the abdomen. Now she's trying to go for the sharpshooter. Shayna was able to get out of it. Natalia right now looking pretty good so far in this part of the match. A nice baseball slide through the first and second rope that catches the forehead of Shayna. She gets knocked out. And now we got Ronda Rousey at ringside playing cheerleader talking smack to Natty. Oh man, and Natty temporarily distracted because of that caught a massive knee courtesy of Shayna Baszler. Oh man, and now her arm is getting put into an arm bar, but it's getting twisted in a weird position. My goodness, Natty has nowhere to go. She's trying to kick her way out. Oh man, Shayna Baszler gets the easy victory. How the heck did she get the victory? She barely did anything in this match. Yo, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Ronda Rousey looking a little bit slim Jim over there. She used to be kind of more, more physically fit, and she was a little bit more curvier. Now she looks super, super skinny. Looks like she doesn't work out anymore. Oh, Ronda tried to attack Natty, but Tegan Knox comes into the ring and attacks Ronda Rousey. And then Ronda Rousey rolls out of the ring. Shayna Baszler goes out of the ring. Tegan Knox to the rescue for Natalia. And then Ronda Rousey pointed and was like, "Who is this biatch?" And then Shayna Baszler says, "It's Tegan Knox." Bro, that's the worst. That is the worst segment to end the match. Yo, Ronda Rousey don't let she work out at all, bro. Oh, coming up next, Firefly Funhouse with Bray Wyatt. Firefly Funhouse coming up next. Man, we got from 5 weeks from today, WrestleMania. 5 weeks. It's about 35 days roughly to WrestleMania. Coming up pretty soon. It's coming up real fast. They're showing the promo again with this guy Seth Rollins as the Joker, and then his wife, aka the man, aka Becky Lynch, pulls up as Batman, and then she tries to talk in a deep voice. Her voice not deep enough. Tell you what though, Becky Lynch looked pretty hot in this promo. I've seen this promo before, but every time I see it, it's like some reason she looks even hotter. Yeah, right. She puts the shades on. Batman does not wear shades, bro. And they got Seth Rollins talking about, "She is the man." Oh, when they got the promo going, I just realized this, "Whoa," which is a Seth Rollins theme song. They got that as the Hollywood WrestleMania goes to Hollywood theme song. Tell you what, man, Seth Rollins needs to become heavyweight champ again, but that's of course later on after Roman Reigns finally loses the title. But yeah, man, that'd be great to see Seth Rollins back as a heavyweight champ. A funny character. Wrestles great in the ring, great gimmick. Finally getting that revamp push that I was talking about months and months ago. So yeah, you love to see it. Seth Rollins, hopefully, as a new champ coming up soon. Of course, he's not fighting for the title anytime soon, but after Roman Reigns loses it, I think Seth Rollins should go up against Cody Rhodes, assuming that Cody Rhodes wins the title, of course, because you never know. WWE might flip it. WWE might flip this whole thing around and decide to say, you know what? We're actually gonna let Roman Reigns retain the title. Which, by the way, he's on. When was the Elimination Chamber? Chamber was what, 2 weeks ago? No, Chamber was last week. Well, Chamber was 6 days ago, right? Yeah, it was February 18. Let me double check. I don't know. It's been a long week, so I don't even remember when the last. She probably was on the 18th. It was this past Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It was this past Saturday. I forgot I hosted the live stream with the updates. Which, by the way, guys, if you missed that, the Elimination Chamber is available on stream. Uh, I gave the live updates of every single match, play by play. So if you didn't get to see the pay per view and you want the updates, you want some audio updates, go ahead and click on that video. You can listen to it. I gave everything. You can listen to it on your headphones, etc. Go ahead and work on that. Let me actually get the link. Where's the link for this? You find the link. Get you guys that. Let me see. Send the link. Let me see if this is it. This should be it. Let me double check here. Let's see. I got so many tabs open. I'm trying to find the link. Give me a sec here for those of you who might have missed it. Let's see here. All right, I found the link. About to put that here in case if you guys might have missed that. Live videos. This one was what, 3 hours 15? One of the longer streams to share. Oh, Firefly House is about to start. Let me share the link real quick for you guys here for Chamber in case you missed it. All right, so if you missed it, that's the link right there. Go to the comments, and that's all the updates for the entire pay-per-view that I gave play by play. Now we're back from commercial, so let me see what we got going on with the Firefly Funhouse. So right now it shows the room, the lights turn red, and it's showing a TV. He's playing with like action figures. One of them is the Undertaker. Woo! Now it shows Bray Wyatt looking at a video of himself. He's watching a video of himself. What is this? Oh, now they're showing the Bobby Lashley segment on Monday. The boy has got the Firefly House, and he's got Bobby Lashley's segment, a part of it. I think they are going to build up. They're going to build up the character. They said they're going in that direction. I think they're definitely going to build up the character. They're going to lead it into a match with Bobby Lashley. He was over here mocking him when he was speaking from last week's Raw. He had a little clip, the Bobby Lashley segment, where Bobby said he's not going to play games anymore, and whoever gets in his way is going to basically take him down. Now they show Uncle Howdy. Yeah, right. What is this? Now they got He's wearing this fake blonde hair. He's showing these fake fans that are cheering on. Bro, that is the worst blonde toupee ever. Got fake blonde hair that looks kinda like Donald Trump's hair. Still to come later, it says 10 PM, 11 PM, and midnight. Yeah, right. Now they're showing the doorway to the Firefly house, and it has, like, all these video clips of all this evil stuff. I'm not gonna lie, they should show, like, Alexa Bliss. Woo! Woo! Oh, now he got the mask on, or is that how wait, is this Uncle Howdy or is this Bray Wyatt? And they showed it so fast, I couldn't even tell if it was either Bray Wyatt or Uncle Howdy that had the black mask on. We got backstage against Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and Paul Heyman. And now Solo just listening. I still haven't seen Jimmy Uso talk to Jay tonight. Oh, Roman Reigns is gonna be here live next week. Oh man. Paul Heyman's got a text message from Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, and says, either you handle your brother or next week when Roman Reigns shows up live, he's gonna end up handling his brother for you. So basically, if Jimmy doesn't get Jey Uso back on track, Roman Reigns is gonna make sure that he puts the beats to Jey Uso to get him back on track. That's gonna be interesting. I guess Jey Uso's probably not gonna show up tonight because or will he? I mean, there's still what 33 minutes left of the show. Will he? Will he not? That's gonna be interesting. I'm very intrigued, and if Jey Uso doesn't show up, it's gonna be it's gonna be all heck breaking loose next week on SmackDown. So that's gonna be interesting to see what happens because so far Jimmy has not even left backstage yet. He's still been hanging out with Solo, and he's still been hanging out with I don't know, has been hanging out with Solo, but he's still been hanging out with Paul Heyman and hasn't even made an attempt yet. Hasn't even made an attempt to even look for his brother backstage. And there hasn't even been any cameras yet that have shown that Jey Uso is even there. So, man, oh man, this is gonna be crazy. Jimmy better hurry up and get Jey Uso on point, because if not, it's about to be some about to be some serious fireworks next week. SmackDown gonna get crazy next week. It looks like it's still on commercial break. I'm not gonna lie, 30 minutes to go for SmackDown. The replay, guys, by the way, once we're done, will be available on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook, as usual, Best Coach in Biz. YouTube, Ola TV Official. And for anybody who watch on Twitch, thank you for tuning in. Usually it doesn't save it on Twitch. So if you want to watch the recap, Facebook and YouTube, which by the way, again, I think I'm starting a Discord page, a Discord, either a Discord or a Facebook group page. You guys let me know. What do you want to and on there what I think I might start doing is start posting like all the links for all the live stream updates. That way if you guys want to go ahead and tune in to anything that you missed, like a Raw, a SmackDown, or a pay-per-view event, you could tune in and you could leave your comments. You could also provide ideas If you ever want to join my live stream, by the way, let me know. I'm thinking of also possibly bringing people on live stream so I can collaborate with other people. So it's a couple ideas that I have coming soon, and we'll see how it all works out. If you guys ever want to join the live, let me know. I'll see if I can get you guys set up. Or I'll send you the link, and we can maybe get you guys on the platform for those who are interested. If not, you can always just join the Facebook group, or you can always just join the Discord, whatever's coming up next. Whatever I decide to add to the repertoire, you guys can go ahead and join me on that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starving right now. Even though I got a lot of food here, man, I'm almost tempted to want to order out. I don't know what it is. It's like I always be wanting to order out. I don't know why. You know what it is? I love that outside food too much. That's how you get tired of eating outside food a lot because I be obsessed. I be thinking about cheeseburgers, French fries, all kinds of stuff. It says instant sellout. Earlier today, tickets went on sale to the public in London, England, and within minutes, Money in the Bank instantly sold out. Wow, that's crazy. Is that Money in the Bank gonna be March this year? Hold on, let me see something. When is Money in the Bank? That's what I want to know. When is Money in the Bank? Oh, we got Booyaka 619. We got Rey Mysterio coming out. Oh, I wonder if Rey Mysterio and Karrion Cross are going to be the final match of the evening. Well, since it's only about what 25 minutes or so, 28, 29, whatever. I guess Rey Mysterio match is going to be the last match of the evening, and then once this match is done, then Jamie Uso will more than likely come out to the ring and discuss the whole Jey Uso situation. So yeah, I think that's what's going to close out SmackDown. And we'll see. But if there's any other matches, like there's been some surprise matches so far tonight. We'll make sure to talk about those. But yeah, Rey Mysterio is on his way to fight Karrion Cross. I'll be honest, I'm not really that interested in this match. I'll still give the updates for it, but not that interested in this match. I'm not a big fan of Rey Mysterio. I don't like Karrion Cross at all. So I think to me this is like a boring main event if I'm being honest. But we'll still give the updates on it just because I don't give updates based on favoritism. I give updates based on the whole content. So that's what it is. Karrion Cross music hitting, waiting for him to come out. More than likely, he's gonna come out with his manager Scarlett. Let's see if he does. We'll wait for that to show up. And let me check Money in the Bank 2023 while we're kind of waiting for this match to begin. So Money in the Bank. Okay, so Money in the Bank is actually later on this year. I honestly thought maybe they were gonna try to squeeze in a last minute pay-per-view because they just came out of nowhere and they were like, oh yeah, Money in the Bank coming up, sold out in less than 5 minutes in London. In London, I don't know if that's the first time Money in the Bank is going to London, but they made a big whole hype about it. So since they kind of like hyped it up, I'm thinking like, oh, maybe it's gonna be in March, but typically there is no pay-per-view in March because this is the road to WrestleMania. But yeah, it looks like July 1st, 2023. So in July, that's when we're gonna see Money in the Bank. Cool. Uh, I missed last year's Money in the Bank. Honestly, I'm thinking of watching the recap of last year's Money in the Bank just because I heard it was really good, and I missed the entire pay-per-view. I missed a lot of content last year. I might wanna do maybe like one of these WWE rewinds where I just talk about it, but I'm wondering if I could share the content, without it, how do I say? Without it, without it impacting, whether or not the stream basically gets cut, you know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start adding some WWE shorts onto this page for some comedy in between. For the days that I don't, how do I say? For the days that I don't go live stream to keep you guys engaged and entertained, gonna start doing some shorts, some some WWE shorts, maybe comedic shorts, keep you guys invested. Um, Rey Mysterio starting the match off. Rey Mysterio catches Karrion Cross across the dome with the 2 feet, and then he goes flying through the ropes and takes out Karrion Cross. And Rey Mysterio starting things off with momentum favoring him, momentum on his side. So Rey Mysterio right now looking good in action. I think Rey Mysterio is gonna more than likely win this match unless if Dominic decides to interfere, because Dominic is on the program tonight, and he was talking smack earlier to his dad. So that's gonna be interesting to see if Rey Mysterio if Rey Mysterio loses due to Dominic interfering. So we'll see. Right now it's on a commercial break, which is ironic because they just started the match, but you know how WWE is. I think commercials going crazy. By the way, guys, I'm also thinking of doing some newer content, some different content. I'm gonna see how it works out though. Um, some content where I do maybe like video gaming, some all out TV gaming. Might have to might have to look into that. A lot of people have been getting into that, for the past what 1 to 2 years or so, and it's growing and growing and growing. And I think that's something new that I want to do too. Might make a different platform for it. Not 100% sure yet, but definitely want to do some Ola TV gaming, live stream some gaming stuff. Maybe on Twitch and YouTube. That'll be dope. Man, they keep showing these food commercials. I'm like so hungry. I don't know, man. I think I might have to order out one more time for the one more time. Maybe like a nice little chicken sandwich or something. What time is it? 9:38. Mm, looks like we should be coming back from the commercial break. They're showing the recap of Raw when the Damage Control girls were basically having a little segue on their own, got interrupted by Lita and Becky Lynch, and then they offered an opportunity to get the tag team titles. The Miz also on Monday Night Raw is going to be revealing a secret. I don't know what the secret is, but he had received a gift from his wife, Maurice. So Raw this week coming up is going to be interesting too. Now we're back in action to Rey Mysterio versus Karrion Cross. Both guys back in the center of the ring with Rey Mysterio a couple of punches to the abdomen of Karrion Cross right now. Karrion Cross, it looks like he was accompanied to the ring by his manager, Scarlett. Ooh, and a big elbow to the face of Rey Mysterio, courtesy of Karrion Cross. Oh man! And during the commercial break, Karrion Cross had performed a power bomb, razor's edge type of move on Rey Mysterio, landing it though on the outside ring post. So he picked him up and slammed him straight into the ring post. Sheesh. All right, Karrion Kross going for a power bomb. Rey Mysterio trying to get out of it, and he does get out of it with a Hurricane Rana, half Hurricane Rana that throws Karrion Kross face first into the top turnbuckle. Now Rey Mysterio trying to get the crowd into it, and he's leaping up to the third rope, and he sits on top of Karrion Kross, and he goes rope to rope, and then Karrion Kross grabs Rey Mysterio and slides under the first rope, and Rey Mysterio goes flying to the outside, landing on his chest. What an impact, bro. Rey Mysterio just getting completely just handled right now. Ooh, and Scarlett looking extra spicy tonight. Karrion Kross out to the outside of the ring, picking up Rey Mysterio. And now he's over here talking smack to one of the kids. One of the kids front row has a Rey Mysterio mask. He leaps Rey Mysterio into the air, and Rey Mysterio lands on the knee of Karrion Kross. And Karrion looking over at the kid again after performing that move, talking talking smack to the kid. This kid's got a full-on mask too. It's a full-on Rey Mysterio mask. Now we get the chance going. Let's go, Ray. Let's go, Ray. Both guys back into the ring. Karrion Kross stepping on the fingers of Rey Mysterio. Karrion has got Rey Mysterio on his shoulders, walking to the corner with him on his back. Oh man. Now he's going up to the second rope. Karrion's got Rey Mysterio on his shoulders. Looks like he want to do a high risk move, but Rey Mysterio now elbow shots going across the face of Karrion, trying to get out of it. Oh, and a super Hurricane Rana by Ray off the top ropes, falling over to Karrion Kross to try to take him out, but it's a kick out after two. A super Hurricane Rana off of the third ropes, performed by Rey Mysterio to Karrion Kross, flinging Karrion across the ring, almost three-quarters of the way across the ring. Oh, Karrion Kross goes for clothesline, misses. Rey Mysterio going for a twirl spinning DDT, misses that. Oh, but then Ray throws Karrion onto the ropes. Oh, and then Scarlett was trying to create a distraction on the outside. She gets flipped in. She gets flipped into the ring accidentally, landing on her back. Rey Mysterio goes to land the 619, and Dominic shows up out of nowhere and catches Rey Mysterio's legs when he was about to do the 619. Now Dominic asking for his dad to hit him. He's asking his dad, Rey Mysterio, to hit him across the face. Rey Mysterio ends up not laying a hand on Dominic, and Dominic goes like this and tell him, "Oh man, you suck." And Karrion Kross smashes a forearm into the face of Rey Mysterio, and now Karrion Kross with a rear naked choke submission. And he's got the chicken wing choke going Bob Backlund style. Oh my goodness, Rey Mysterio about to lose this match. Rey Mysterio faded away, and the referee rings the bell and says that Rey Mysterio has passed out. He did not tap out, but he passed out. Karrion Kross gets the win. Scarlett looked like she almost got hurt on that exchange earlier. She flipped over the third rope and lands on her back. Kind of deserves it for trying to create a distraction and interference in the match. But man, Rey Mysterio just cannot overcome the odds. He had to go up against Karrion Kross. He had a he had distractions by Scarlett on one side of the ring, and Dominic interferes on the other side of the ring. I don't know how the referee doesn't call that a disqualification, considering the fact that he did grab his father's legs to stop the 619. And now we got Dominic in the center of the ring with Rey Mysterio. He's telling his dad to get your get your behind up and be a man. Oh, and now he's shoving Rey Mysterio around. Rey Mysterio looking aggravated and disgusted. He gets shoved again by Dominic. Karrion Kross and Scarlett have already exited the ring. Oh man, now Rey Mysterio getting shoved in the face by Dominic. Same way that Roman Reigns shoved Jey Uso at the pay-per-view. Now he gets pushed again. Rey Mysterio trying to hold it in. Oh, now he's going toe to toe with his son. Oh, now he's got a fist ready to punch his son in the face. Rey Mysterio looking at the fans and looking at the kids. Doesn't want to punch his son in the face. And now Dominic says, "That's exactly what I thought." Now he pulls his dad back and says, "Do it." If he's gonna do it, man, they might as well do it. They've been dragging this segment on for a while, and they've also been dragging this rivalry on for too long. We gotta make it happen. Now he kind of gives a headbutt shove to his own dad. Dominic really, really taking it to his dad. Rey Mysterio kicks the bottom ropes and doesn't wanna lay any hands on his son. Michael Cole says you gotta applaud Ray's restraint. Man, this rivalry is so fake. Listen, man, these boys are Latinos and Hispanics. If they get disrespected by their kid, boy, you know what time it is. You're over here playing with this segment and playing with this rivalry. Dominic over here been roughing his dad up for like, if not weeks, at least for a couple months, if not more. So yeah, man, his dad would have been done the you know what already. But Rey Mysterio, uh, disappointed in his son again for another segue, leaves the ring and ends up not doing anything and just says, you know what, I'm gonna try to be the bigger man. The cool minds prevail, and he ends up exiting the ring. And his son again gets the upper hand on the mind games. The mind games continue between Dominic and Ray. I don't know if they're ever gonna close that chapter out. I don't know if they're ever gonna finally make it fade away. But they've been dragging that Rey Mysterio versus his son. Like they've been dragging that joint for a long time. They've been camping with that one. It's like if you're gonna do it, just get it done already. You know what I'm saying? Why keep dragging it out? Now they're giving commercials for Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good movie. A couple of things I didn't like about the movie, but it's pretty good for the most part. Now the secret ending though, they had two secret endings. The first one was okay. The second secret ending, the post-credit secret ending, was pretty fire. So if you guys didn't get the chance to see Quantumania, go check that out. I know that's not wrestling related, but go check it out. Pretty good movie. Especially wait for the post credits. Post credit secret ending. That's where it's at. Now, let me refresh my app because all of a sudden my app want to start acting funny. All right, looks like it's back. Well, it's still a commercial break, but at least the app is back because like it was trying to freeze up on me last minute. Like, yo, not do that. You feel me? Don't do that. You've done good so far on the entire night of SmackDown. It's been a pretty good SmackDown. Pretty good SmackDown so far. Looks like the last segment coming up should most definitely be the Jimmy and Jey Uso interaction if Jey Uso shows up tonight. Jimmy's there, Solo Sikoa is there. I think Roman Reigns is there too. He's probably acting like he's not. Paul Heyman's there with both titles. Paul Heyman's like this backstage with both titles wrapped around his shoulders like that. walking around with both of them, and yet no Roman Reigns yet. He's Roman is probably not going to show up, but I just find it weird that Paul Heyman is rolling around with the titles and no Paul Heyman to be seen. I mean, no Roman Reigns to be seen. And they just announced that next week, next week, Roman Reigns is pulling up. Oh, next week they got Liv Morgan taking on Rhea Ripley one-on-one. Not bad. And next week they got Natalia and Tegan Knox teaming up against Ronda Rousey and Shayla Baszler. So they're gonna continue that feud on again next week. Oh man, We the Ones music. Jimmy Uso, I believe, is on the way to the ring, and he's coming out with both titles. Ooh, We the Ones. The one Uso coming out. Jimmy, one half of the WWE Tag Team, the WWE Undisputed Tag Team title champs. It's gonna be crazy right here. We the ones. We the ones. Jay Uso show up. Woo! Let's go. All right, Jimmy's in the ring. All we need now is the brother Jay. Where's Jay at? Where you at? Fans are ready for it. You feel me? Starts off by saying, if you're not here, I know you're out there somewhere. Brother to brother. Here we go. He said, I know that you're hurt. And he said, when you're hurt, I hurt too. He said, I will always be here for you no matter what. He said, just like I need you to be here for me though, right now. Is he here? Is he here tonight? Is he here tonight? We're still waiting. He said, oh, Sami Zayn. Yo, Sami Zayn again. Yo, Sami Zayn. That's one of the people I wanted to see tonight was Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is here tonight, interrupting what Jimmy Uso was saying about. He said, "Yo, we got a Sami issue, we got a Kevin Owens issue." He said, "We got issues in the bloodline." Oh, now Sami Zayn says, "I'm not here to fight." He says, "I'm here to talk about Jey Uso." Oh, he's saying it breaks my heart when you say the word brother because that's what you were to me, Jimmy. He goes, "Do you remember that?" He said, "You remember when we were dogs?" He said, "You had my back in the bloodline since day one." He said, "When Jey Uso didn't trust me, you did." He said, "When Paul Heyman saw no value in me, you saw something in me." He said, "Jimmy, you were the one that made me the honorary Uso. You remember that?" He said, "Without you, there is no Sammy. There is no honorary Uso without you." So now he's trying to gain Jimmy's confidence. He's already gained Jey Uso's confidence over the last several weeks. Oh, now he's bringing up old news. He said, you took me down with zero hesitation at the Rumble. He said, I want to let you know, man, that hurt. He said, because you were my brother, basically, you know? He said, that hurt. You just attacked me at the Rumble. Oh, man, where's Jey Uso? And what is Jimmy going to do to Sami Zayn? Jimmy looks like he's getting pumped up right now in anger and frustration. Fans are chanting, Sammy, Sammy, Sammy. Jimmy Uso. He said, "You so damn selfish." He said, "You want to put the blame on me?" He said, "It was you. You're the one that made that choice." He said, "You're the one that pulled that trigger." He said, "You stepped on me and you stepped on Jay. What was I supposed to do, huh?" Woo! Ooh, Sami Zayn says, "You know what else family doesn't do? Test your loyalty every week and jump through hoops. That they don't manipulate you every single week." He said, "The way Roman Reigns has done to you and to your twin." Oh man, the fans are cheering. Someone else has got to be here in attendance. I'm telling you, there's got to be someone else coming out. Jey Uso, let's go. He said the bloodline's not about Roman Reigns. He said the bloodline's about us men. Nah, he's saying there's a way out for you too, Jimmy. You don't have to go down with the shit. Just like he told Jey Uso. Oh man. Oh crap. Sami Zayn got attacked by Jimmy. Oh man, Jey Uso is coming out to ringside, but he's coming out very slowly. Jimmy Uso attacking Sami Zayn. Does Sami Zayn walk into a trap tonight by the Usos? Jimmy Uso barking orders to Jey Uso from far away. Oh man, Jimmy Uso catches a boot to the face by Sami Zayn. And business is picking up. Yo, I'm telling you, there's more questions than ever before. The fans chanting Sami Zayn. They're chanting Sammy, Sammy. Jey Uso just watching Jimmy first attack Sammy. Sammy returned the favor and attacked Jimmy. And Jey Uso watching from ringside. Solo Sikoa coming out to attack Sammy. Sammy leaps outside the ring, and Jey Uso does nothing about it. Jimmy attacked Sammy first. Sammy attacked Jimmy right after. Solo Sikoa comes out. Jey Uso walked from the top all the way down the stairs, but attacked no one. Picked no sides in this exchange. Telling you, there's a lot more questions than answers. The stare down between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn before Sami leaps over the barricade where the fans are. Jey Uso still with the look on his face. We still don't know. We still don't know. Sheesh. Wow. More unanswered questions. Again, to end SmackDown. More unanswered questions yet again. Oh, man. Well, SmackDown has gotten juicier. I'll tell you that. It's gotten juicier. You know what I'm saying? SmackDown has gotten not only juicier, but it's gotten a whole lot juicier. Woo! Oh, man. Well, that's going to end this broadcast of SmackDown. I want to thank anybody and everybody who tuned in. This was a good one to watch. Take care, stay safe, and the replay will be immediately available. See you guys on Monday for Raw. Peace.